Hey guys, it's Gadget, and what you just saw was my tribute to Debbie Reynolds. I didn't do a part two because when I tried to do it, it didn't have the same effect, meaning I already had gotten what I needed to say out. Due to technical, I don't care. I just wanted to say what I said. This is volume 5 of my life series. And what has been going on with my life? Well, there's a few more days left of 2016 that I hope are going soon, because I want to see what 2017 has to bring. We lost too many people, too many things, too many sadness. I got an unavailable, or what was it? An unknown number call at 1:38 p.m. today. I was at work. So I have a sneaky suspicion I know what that phone number was. I have two suspicions, but it's more the one I'm talking about right now. I just sit here and wonder how, why, and everything, because people think they're just stars. No. Some stars do have some demons, like the rest of us. My week this week has been a little bit good. My book is almost done. I just have to do a final read through, add things, clean up, have someone read it, and it can go to the publishers. Finally. I stopped crying just as I'm crying now. This is the funniest irony. Guys, life is too damn short to be fighting with people, to be messing around with people, to be hurting people. And if it sounds like the volume went up and down on this, it's because I was playing with the volume on this. Because I'm out of it right now. 2016 really did a number on all of us. I was holding on strong. But this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds. My childhood is gone. Because I grew up watching Debbie's movies with my aunt that raised me, with my grandfather, with my grandparents. Because we didn't have cable. And these were always on the reruns. Tammy was on. Singing in the Rain was on. I think there was one with Jerry Lewis she was in. I gotta remember. I think there was one. There was some with her husband, Eddie Fisher. But mostly Tammy was always on. And watching Carrie and all the movies that I grew up trying to watch, that I was allowed to watch because of my age. Everyone keeps forgetting. I'm the tail end of the 70s. So when I was in the 80s, I was only like 3, 4 years old. You know? So I wasn't a teenager at that time, so I couldn't watch half of what Carrie was in and everything. So it was only Debbie's movies that I could see until I was old enough. Except for Star Wars. Return of the Jedi. Empire Strikes Back. Yeah. And as I got older, all the other movies that she was in. And TV series. But my childhood's gone. I do have something with Debbie. She was in Kiki's Delivery Service. And I have all my Halloween Town movies. But this is how my week has been. And why I haven't been posting. Because I knew from that day when Carrie was on the plane. My heart knew that this was not going to go well. So my whole week has been sitting here writing a book, dealing with sadness, telling people to fix things, because life is too friggin' damn short. So stupid things, to fight over the stupidest things. Yep, Twitter. I worked in this industry. Told you. Twitter always does it when I'm telling the truth. I knew a lot of people that passed. Be it they were just hanging around down in Manhattan, they were at conventions, or they were anywhere. I treated them like human beings. And that's what I want everybody to do. I want everyone to treat everybody like a human being. There's no race, there's no creed, there's no anything. We're all human beings with our own demons. It's sad that most of our demons are on the outside, while some of us are fighting them on the inside. Debbie was fighting them on the inside. Carrie was fighting them on the outside. Debbie's idea was, let's just water off it. Carrie was like, let's fight them and punch them. Let's make a joke of it. And I'm going to take a cue from both of them. Yes, I say I'm tired of being the bigger person. I am. I am tired of being the bigger person when I fight with someone and everything. It goes for anybody in my life. Not Christopher, not my exes, not all the others, not my family. But I am tired of being the bigger person. I just want everyone to understand that we need to fix things. We need to basically know that what is a real fight and what is a stupid fight. What is something that can be mended? Fear has two meanings, and I can look them up right now. Face everything and rise, or fear everything and run. And I know that by heart, but I wanted you guys to see it. I face everything and rise every day. People think I am weak because of things. People think I'm something I'm not. Because they see these videos and they go, oh, she's this, she's that. No. Those are the people who don't want to get to know you, or they think they know everything. Not my fault, I do know everything. But this week, my life story, my vlog, my almost end of volume 5, which volume 6 will start on midnight this weekend. Whole new vlogs, whole new everything. Me trying to do more on the outside and stuff. Because life is too damn short to be just sitting around. I have to sit here because I am getting my life back together. Someone made a promise to me 3 years ago. And kept making promises. To the point where he broke every one of them by doing what he did. But here's the difference with me and most people. Even though I move on, even though I whatever, I don't stay mad for very long. I don't hold grudges. I just want you to act like an adult and fix it. I want to see what your character does. I want to see how you perceive life. If you perceive it as being a player in a game, then that's all you're ever going to be. But I will say this to you all. We just had a great example of what happens when you can't say I'm sorry. Or you can't have that last conversation with someone. Okay? Carrie went yesterday, and Debbie went today. Who knows what their last words to each other was? Her probably cursing her mom out on the plane. Yeah, mom, and this. Or she's probably, no, my daughter. No, we must conduct ourselves. We are ladylike. All I know is I faced my demons, and I'm trying to overcome them. But mine were physical demons. We're selfish people, narcissistic and sadistic, who still to this day don't realize they've done wrong by me, who've treated me as if I have no merit, no worth. But that's okay. One day they will wake up and learn. But I just keep moving forward. Everyone thinks I'm nuts to ask Christopher to fix it. But that's us. We fight. We everything. What I am asking is his friends to step back and take a look at what they've done. Because if you're going off the lead of your friend who only told the half-truths and lies about me, then I can't fault you guys. But if you want to act like him and not ask me questions and everything, then you're no better than him. You're no better than any ex I've ever had or people in my life who claim to be my friends. who claim to want me in people's lives, and why I always go it alone. I come off strong, bitchy, witchy, whatever you want to call it, because I have been hurt and learned how to be by myself, where I am not alone when I'm by myself. Ooh, got an email. And these vlogs show you that over time I have grown. Just like Sailor Moon, the whiny crybaby who started out sheltered ends up being the strongest of them all. Her progression took time too, so will mine. Till that day I can say, all of you, fuck off on Fangul without batting a tear. And I'm getting there. Because when you've been hurt for so long and have to carry a burden of others, you're done. And the only thing you had to cling on, funny there, right? Cling on to was your sci-fi, your Doctor Who, and your old movies of songs and everything that became icons, that became, I don't know why this camera's acting up, that became many other things. That became iconic in a way, that reminds you of your childhood. You know, that reminds you that life is short and that a little tomboy can actually fall in love with someone and not be criticized for it or wonder why, you know? A little tomboy who all they wanted to do was care about someone, but people perceived her as just basically nothing. Perceived her as anything. I just lost one of my other icons singing right now. Debbie Reynolds. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. The old hootie howl, hootie hoos to the down. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. Does my lover feel what I feel when he comes near? My heart beats so joyfully. You would think that he could hear. Wish I knew if he knew what I dream about. Tammy, Tammy, Tammy's in love. Yep, Tammy's in love. And that was one of the movies I used to watch, Tammy, with my relatives that raised me. A lot of this generation missed out on a lot of good things. A lot of people don't even realize that Carrie was in other movies. That Carrie did voiceovers. She's the voice of Angela in Family Guy. Debbie was the voice of the old woman in Geeky's Delivery Service. There's so many things that my childhood is now gone. And the one person I wanted to be in my life also threw me away. Because life is drama. But when you ignore people and claim you don't, but you do, when people are respecting other people's wishes, don't perceive that as something that they're not interested. This week has been hell. Christmas wasn't too good for anybody. New Year's may be better. We have a few more days. I will try to vlog more on the outside and edit because I think my program is working better. because the last update on Windows 10 messed up everything. So what am I doing for the rest of the night? It is now 11 o'clock. I wanted to work on my book, but to hear the sad news that happened today, I could probably do a little bit more before I have to go in and get some sleep. Lucky tomorrow's the day I go in later. But I will say this. This week has been hell. Mend it and fix it, whatever you did. To whoever you did, whatever you did. Don't lie about people anymore. You never know if you're going to get another chance to say I'm sorry, to say I love you, to say I care, that the fighting has to stop. I always say to myself, for people who didn't want me in Christopher's life, everyone makes an effort to bully me and put me in the spotlight and blame me for things about a girl named Samantha leaving him. Yet he's crying every day for Samantha, but never cried for me. Go figure. But yet I still care about him, because there were some good things. Just like I care about some of my other exes. There were good things. And I made amends with those exes. And some of them I still talk to. Because they grew up. They knew life was too short. Say what you can say now. Call somebody. Talk to them. Don't write it down. Don't hide behind a camera. I come out here live to you guys. Well, sort of live. Because I'm not hiding behind anything. I don't hide behind Skype. I wouldn't have cared if he cried on camera. But don't make yourself out to be the victim when you already caused someone to be the victim. And they're trying to defend themselves because all you want is drama. I'm concentrating right now on the fact that I may never get to hear Merry Christmas from somebody. Again, I'm trying not to cry because a stranger cared more about me than people in my life. Well, technically Debbie wasn't a stranger, but you get where I'm going with it. And I will say this, Carrie was a firecracker too. They both were very upset with each other and the way they all acted and everything, but like I said, they're going to be arguing on that staircase to heaven while Debbie is knocking on the gate saying, give my daughter first class service here. I'll take this little thing over here. You know? But how's everybody else's week? You guys can put comments now back in here. And my P.O. box, if you guys want to check it out, it's in my About Me and stuff. Or I'll leave it in the comments and stuff. But if you guys want to write to me, you're more free to write to me. I'll read your letters over the air. You can ask me any questions. As long as they're not stuff I can't put on YouTube that will get me shut down. Alright? So guys, enjoy the rest of your night. I'm trying to enjoy the rest of my week. Praying that we keep Stanley, Tom Baker, Betty White, and many others under lock and key so that the Grim Reaper does not get them. As part of the podcast, I actually have Tom Baker's obituary on file because we are so scared that he might be next. God forbid, or Goddess forbid, I right now have to dry these tears and get back to my book to take my mind off of the fact that my icons, my role models, my childhood is gone. But some people don't understand that. They weren't as much as abused as I was. Or the only thing you had to turn to was TV and see strong women and funny women doing things that you only dreamed about doing and got to do for a little while before you had to jump back into reality and then back into this. So guys, send love, send prayers, send everything to the Fisher and Reynolds family. As for me, like I said, I'm going back to doing this, dealing with everything this week. Like I said, work was good, work was everything, but this is what trumped everything. during the My Life series. So if you see something before this, it's sort of a small tribute to Debbie and the family. This is my take on why I have not vlogged in a while, and why my vlogs have seemed so distant and short. Because I believe there is time to fix things. Why don't you make that phone call? Write that letter. Do something to show that it was just a silly argument. And that goes for everyone. I've been the bigger person. Always have been. I may want to say, that's it, the war's over. But I can't. Because I didn't start this war. Never have. For 3 years, going on 4, I never start this war. So, does Christopher end up like my other exes? Disappearing out of my life? Or does he fix what he wanted? Someone to care about him. Because it seems, like I said, Samantha played him. And that's all I heard this week, especially during Christmas time, when I kept getting phone calls telling me about this girl and 5 different accents of this girl calling me. Yeah, it's been one of those. The bullies are at it again, but you know what? It just gives me more for this. But because of what happened today, this vlog's gonna be short, and like I said, I gotta get back to the book, watch some TV, get something to eat, and love and hugs and condolences to to Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher's families. You two will be missed. Bye.